Welcome, movie lovers. Today, let's dive into some fascinating facts about Germany that might just surprise you. Germany occupies a unique place in the heart of Europe, both geographically and historically. Bordered by 9 countries and stretching from the windswept North Sea coast to the snow-capped Alps, it has long served as a crossroads of cultures, ideas, and trade. Its story spans ancient tribal confederations, the Holy Roman Empire, the rise of modern philosophy, devastating world wars, and the remarkable rebirth of a democratic state that now leads the European Union. To many people, Germany conjures images of precision engineering, classical music, and hearty regional cuisines. Yet these familiar associations barely hint at the complexity of a nation that has repeatedly reinvented itself while staying true to deep traditions of federalism, craftsmanship, and intellectual inquiry. Today, Germany stands as Europe's largest economy and a global force in science, culture, and environmental innovation, all while continuing to reckon openly with the lessons of its past. The following 10 in-depth facts explore the many layers of Germany's identity, from its federal political structure and economic strength to its artistic heritage and ambitious energy transition. Together, they reveal a country whose influence reaches far beyond its borders and whose ongoing story speaks to resilience, creativity, and the enduring value of democratic ideals. Below is a detailed narrative-style article presenting 10 in-depth facts about Germany. 1. A federal republic with deep historical layers. Germany's political identity is rooted in federalism, a system that balances national authority with strong regional autonomy. Officially known as the Bundesrepublik Deutschland, Federal Republic of Germany, it is composed of 16 federal states, or Bundesländer, each state ranging from populous North Rhine-Westphalia to the city-states of Berlin. Bremen and Hamburg possesses its own constitution, parliament, and governmental responsibilities. This arrangement reflects centuries of decentralized governance. Long before the modern republic was proclaimed in 1949, the lands that now form Germany were never a single kingdom or empire for any extended period. The Holy Roman Empire, which existed from 962 to 1806, was famously described as neither holy nor Roman nor an empire, because it was essentially a loose confederation of duchies, bishoprics, and free cities. Even after Napoleon's campaigns dissolved that entity, German-speaking territories remained a mosaic of kingdoms, grand duchies, and principalities. Only in 1871, following the Franco-Prussian War, did the various states unify into the German Empire under Prussian leadership. Federalism today is not merely a historical relic. It ensures that local cultures and political preferences remain vibrant. Education policies, police administration, and cultural affairs are largely state responsibilities. For instance, Bavaria's school system differs noticeably from that of Berlin, and Saxony runs its own police academies. This structure also creates a political culture of negotiation and compromise. National laws typically require approval from the Bundesrat, the federal council representing the states, so national leaders must build coalitions and maintain dialogue with regional governments. 2. An economic powerhouse and the engine of Europe. Germany's economy is the 4th largest in the world and the largest in Europe, a status rooted in a blend of high-value manufacturing, export prowess, and a well-educated workforce. It is renowned for its Mittelstand, a network of small and medium-sized enterprises that specialize in niche technologies, precision engineering, and high-quality goods. These family-owned firms, often located in small towns, export everything from cutting-edge machine tools to specialty chemicals. The automotive sector remains iconic. Volkswagen, BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Porsche, and Audi collectively embody German engineering excellence. Yet the economy is far from one-dimensional. Germany leads in renewable energy technology, pharmaceuticals, and advanced materials. It has aggressively invested in solar and wind power under its Energiewende energy transition policy, aiming to phase out nuclear power and reduce carbon emissions significantly. Economic success also hinges on Germany's apprenticeship system, which integrates vocational training with classroom education. Young people often enter Ausbildung programs that combine hands-on work in companies with formal schooling, ensuring a steady pipeline of skilled technicians and craftspeople. This dual system contributes to Germany's comparatively low youth unemployment rate. Moreover, Germany's economic policies have shaped the European Union itself. As a founding member of the EU and the Eurozone, Germany is frequently seen as the bloc's economic anchor. During the Eurozone debt crisis, Berlin's insistence on fiscal discipline influenced the entire continent's economic strategies. Supporters praise Germany's stability and prudent budgeting, while critics argue that its emphasis on austerity sometimes hampers growth in other countries. 3. A cultural landscape of music, literature, and philosophy. Germany's contribution to world culture is immense. From the sublime compositions of Johann Sebastian Bach and Ludwig van Beethoven to the groundbreaking operas of Richard Wagner, German music has set global standards for centuries. Classical music lovers still flock to Leipzig, Bayreuth, and Bonn to celebrate these legacies. In literature, Germany gave the world Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, whose Faust remains a towering work of Western letters, and the Brothers Grimm, whose folk tales underpin much of modern fantasy storytelling. Modernist and postmodernist movements were enriched by authors such as Thomas Mann, Hermann Hesse, and Günter Grass. Perhaps nowhere is Germany's influence more profound than in philosophy. Immanuel Kant's critical philosophy redefined metaphysics and ethics, while G.W.F. Hegel's dialectics influenced thinkers from Karl Marx to contemporary political theorists. Friedrich Nietzsche challenged moral conventions with a style as poetic as it was radical, and Martin Heidegger's existential phenomenology shaped 20th century thought. Germany also hosts a vibrant contemporary arts scene. Berlin, in particular, has emerged as a global creative hub, attracting artists, musicians, and filmmakers from around the world. The city's galleries, street art, and music festivals create an atmosphere where avant-garde ideas flourish alongside classical traditions. 4. The shadow and lessons of the 20th century. Germany's 20th century history is marked by dramatic upheavals, 2 world wars, the rise and fall of Nazism, division during the Cold War, and eventual reunification. The Nazi dictatorship, 1933 to 1945, unleashed devastation across Europe and perpetrated the Holocaust. in which 6 million Jews and millions of others were systematically murdered. Post-war Germany undertook a difficult but profound process of coming to terms with the past. This meant not only prosecuting war criminals at the Nuremberg trials, but also embedding remembrance and responsibility into national life. Memorials, museums, and school curricula emphasize the moral imperative never to forget the atrocities. After World War II, Germany was divided into the capitalist Federal Republic of Germany, West Germany, and the Socialist German Democratic Republic. East Berlin itself was split, with the Berlin Wall becoming a global symbol of Cold War division. Yet the peaceful revolution of 1989, culminating in the fall of the wall, demonstrated the power of nonviolent protest and civic courage. German reunification on the 3rd of October 1990 remains a defining moment of the modern era, underscoring the possibility of democratic transformation. 5. A linguistic giant with global influence. The German language, spoken by more than 90 million native speakers, is the most widely spoken mother tongue in the European Union. Its influence extends beyond Germany's borders, with significant communities in Austria, Switzerland, Luxembourg, and Liechtenstein, as well as in parts of Belgium and Italy's South Tyrol. German has shaped science and philosophy for centuries. Many foundational works in physics, chemistry, and mathematics were originally published in German, and terms like Zeitgeist, Wanderlust, and Schadenfreude have entered English unchanged. Dialect diversity is striking. Bavarian in the south differs markedly from Low German, Plattdeutsch, in the north, to the point that native speakers from opposite ends of the country sometimes need to switch to Standard High German, Hochdeutsch, to communicate clearly. In contemporary culture, German pop music, hip-hop, and film contribute to the language's vitality, while the Goethe Institute promotes German learning worldwide, fostering cross-cultural exchange. 6. Environmental stewardship and the Energiewende. Germany is a pioneer in environmental policy. The Energiewende aims to transition from fossil fuels and nuclear energy toward a sustainable system based on renewables. Germany has invested heavily in wind and solar power, leading the world in installed capacity for years. The country has also committed to phasing out coal by 2038 and shutting down its last nuclear reactors. This ambitious policy involves not just technology, but also civic engagement. Local energy cooperatives allow communities to own and profit from renewable installations. Recycling rates are among the highest globally, thanks to comprehensive systems for separating plastics, paper, and organic waste. The Friend deposit system for bottles and cans incentivizes citizens to return containers, achieving return rates above 90%. Critics note the challenges. Energy prices can be high, and balancing intermittent renewable supply with demand remains complex. Yet Germany's determination influences European Union climate targets and inspires other nations to pursue aggressive environmental agendas. 7. A mosaic of regional cuisines and festivals. German cuisine is far more diverse than stereotypes of sausages and beer suggest. Each region boasts distinct culinary traditions. Bavaria is known for hearty fare such as Weisswurst, veal sausage, and pretzels, while the Rhineland favors dishes like Sauerbraten, marinated roast. The North, with its access to the North Sea, features seafood delicacies like Mattis herring. Bread culture is especially rich. Germany offers more than 300 types of bread, recognized by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage. Bakeries remain community hubs, and regional varieties, from the dense rye of Westphalia to the crusty rolls of Hamburg, reflect local tastes. Festivals knit these culinary pleasures into the social fabric. Oktoberfest in Munich, the world's largest beer festival, draws millions of visitors. The Christmas markets, Weihnachtsmarkt, with their mulled wine and handcrafted gifts, transform town squares into winter wonderlands. Carnival celebrations, particularly in Cologne and Mainz, bring color and satire to the dark days of February. 8. Engineering, science, and innovation. Germany's reputation for precision and innovation is long-standing. 19th century chemists like Justus von Liebig and Fritz Haber revolutionized agriculture and industry. The nation produced Nobel laureates such as Albert Einstein, whose theory of relativity reshaped physics, and Werner Heisenberg, a pioneer of quantum mechanics. In modern times, Germany remains at the forefront of research in fields from automotive engineering to biotechnology. Institutions like the Max Planck Society and the Fraunhofer Institute provide a fertile environment for cutting-edge discoveries, often collaborating with industry to bring ideas to market. The government supports innovation through substantial funding for research and development, while universities maintain close ties with the private sector. Startups in Berlin, Munich, and Hamburg are cultivating expertise in artificial intelligence, clean tech, and medical technology. 9. Social welfare and the social market economy. Germany's post-war economic model, known as the soziale Marktwirtschaft or social market economy, blends capitalist productivity with robust social protections. Universal health care, comprehensive unemployment insurance, and generous parental leave reflect a belief that economic prosperity should be paired with social responsibility. The healthcare system combines statutory health insurance, gesetzliche Krankenversicherung, with private options, ensuring broad coverage. Education, including university study, is largely tuition-free, emphasizing equality of opportunity. Germany also grapples with contemporary challenges: an aging population, integration of immigrants and refugees, and debates over pension reform. Yet the social market model continues to command widespread political support as a balance between free enterprise and collective well-being. 10. A key player on the global stage. Finally, Germany wields considerable diplomatic influence. As a founding member of both the European Union and NATO, it plays a central role in shaping European policy on issues from security to climate change. Berlin has championed multilateralism, supporting institutions like the United Nations and the World Trade Organization. Germany maintains strong economic ties with countries around the globe, exporting high-quality goods while investing in sustainable development projects. Its foreign policy emphasizes dialogue, human rights, and conflict mediation. For example, Germany has hosted peace talks for conflicts in Ukraine and the Middle East, often leveraging its credibility as a nation that has confronted its own difficult history. The country also leads in humanitarian efforts, having accepted large numbers of refugees during crises such as the Syrian civil war. This stance sparked intense domestic debate, but underscored Germany's commitment to international responsibility. Conclusion: Germany today stands as a nation that both honors and transcends its past. Its federal structure preserves regional voices while anchoring a stable democracy. A powerhouse economy built on engineering excellence, vocational skill, and innovation drives Europe forward. Yet the country pairs prosperity with strong social protections and a deep commitment to environmental sustainability. Culturally, Germany remains a beacon of music, literature, and philosophy, influencing global thought as profoundly as it shapes modern technology and renewable energy policy. Its willingness to confront the darkest chapters of the 20th century has forged a political culture rooted in remembrance, responsibility, and peaceful cooperation. From bustling Berlin to the quiet valleys of the Black Forest, from Oktoberfest revelry to cutting-edge research labs, Germany embodies a blend of tradition and transformation. The 10 facts explored here show a country that is not only geographically central to Europe, but also central to the world's ongoing conversation about democracy, sustainability, and human creativity. In understanding Germany, we glimpse both the lessons of history and the possibilities of a shared global future. Thanks for joining me today. If you enjoyed these facts, don't forget to follow for more exciting content.